Wow, I can't believe it, but we're getting ready to head out. We've got the boat pretty much put back together. All of our electronics are working passably. We still have some small issues going on, but nothing really crazy. Our radar and AIS are functioning well, and yep, we've got everything kind of stowed and put away. There's Wendy.
Still fixing places up?
Yeah, Wendy's still organizing, but we're good. Iain has expressed interest in having a pilot berth because he thinks it'd be more comfortable, in rougher seas, and I would be positive that's a good choice. But this is what it looks like when it's all kind of fixed up. We still have a few more things. I know that where these boxes are going to go, but they have to be. They might be used right up until the last minute. We've moved stuff into here that was in the pilot berth to give Iain some room to live. What else we got going on here? Our little toaster turned out to be great. It's good when you're on shore. Shore power, not usable when we're on passage. That's okay. We have absolutely filled the freezer and the refrigerator with food. We've provisioned the boat. We still have a little bit of room left, which we are going to do one more provisioning run tomorrow and just get a few more things. We're looking at probably an 8-day passage. And here we have this room. Wendy's got the bed all nicely made. Well, we're underway. Iain's back there. We got the autopilot all kind of dialed in. Had some minor teething issues with that. We're heading out under power today. There's not much wind. And the forecast is actually for light winds all the way down to Land's End for the next couple of days. So we'll probably be doing some motoring. We did a big test of everything yesterday. Walked the boat, inspected all the plumbing and seacocks. We changed the impeller on the bilge pump, a number of things. We changed the oil and filters in the main engine and also in the gearbox. A lot of times gearboxes get overlooked, so we did that. It was a bear of a job. It took half the day, but for me it was worth it. We did not change the oil in the generator because we pulled the dipstick and it was literally blue. It was brand new oil, so we left that go. Iain had changed it a bunch of years ago, and he didn't really want to do that, and I totally understood why. So there we are. This is our last view of Scotland. So last night, the staff at Scott's bought us dinner. It's like probably a 70-pound dinner too. We didn't realize until after we got ready to pay, and they told us that they'd all chipped in and that they were. And they got us a card and a little refrigerator magnet from Troon. It was just the best. Those folks are. I mean, the Scots will just give you the shirt off their back if there's a need for it, and it's just a wonderful thing. And of course the food was delicious and we had a great time, and Iain was there with us too, so I bought him dinner as well. It was just it was great. So today we had minor issues with the autopilot. We for some reason it wasn't sensing the rudder properly, but after turning it off and on a few times it seems to have corrected itself. Yeah, that's it. Day's about as good as we could hope. Where it rained a little in the morning, but everything's going well.
Sailing in Quicksilver.
Island of Arran, where Iain lives. We saw a porpoise a little bit ago.
Once you see another too.
Yeah, so we're keeping our eyes out.
That's Causewell Point Lighthouse, so that's where you kind of come out the Clyde Estuary and into the North Channel.
Okay.
So that's Northern Ireland over there. Molokan Tyre.
That's
The other, it's the
other
other
end
end.
of Scotland, isn't it?
Huh?
It's, sorry, you're
It's the other bit. It's the other side of the Clyde Estuary.
Picked that ferry up on AIS and radar and acquired it as a target, and there it is. We had a calculated closest point on the AIS and radar, and it looks about accurate. It's just a beautiful day. We've come down out of Scotland. We're solidly in the Irish Sea. At this point, we're watching some targets on the radar, but otherwise everything's pretty uneventful. Just, absolutely gorgeous weather right now. There's no wind to speak of, but we're motoring along, and we're doing pretty well. So all's good.
check it out.
But I'm just, yeah.
The little guy in front. Light wind day in the Irish Sea. We're just motoring along. Dolphins came to visit. Really enjoying ourselves. Iain and I just swapped out one of the belts on the engine, 24 volt alternator belt, which is kind of the important one. It's the one that gets the most work, I should say. But either way, that one was stretching out on us. I was very surprised. We tightened it last night, and then by the day it was loose again, and it wasn't. Alternator itself hadn't moved at all. We were able to do that change in 20 minutes with two of us working. Kind of did it with a plan. We tightened it the night before, so we kind of knew what size spanners and sockets we needed. So he wants to check it again in an hour or two and re-catching it. But once it seats in, like It's nice out, it's very warm.
I am on the 9 a.m. watch. It's about 10 a.m. now. I've been out here for about an hour and got fairly calm conditions. The sky is starting to gray in. We've had beautiful, perfect blue skies for the last day, and now it's starting to get a little gray. We're out in the English Channel and we're getting some rollers. Really nothing to see. Got the head sail up again. Got about 7 knots of wind. Sorry, I'm terrible at this camera thing. Got about 7 knots of wind. And tracking our direction on the dashboard. And then we've got the radar going here. So I can see there's only 2 boats. 2 big freighters that have gone by, and they're long gone. So we really have nothing to worry about at the moment. So I'm just hanging out, trying to stay warm, and having a good time.
So I thought it would be worthwhile to give a quick overview of how we're using the technology that we have at our disposal. Basically, what's going on here is this gives you an idea of the charts. This is a traffic separation zone. We're just outside Ushant, France, and that's where we're headed to refuel and also spend the night because weather is coming in. What we see here is here's our current position. We're off track because the tide's taking us out and we're short on fuel. Rather than try to fight to get back on the track, we're going to let the current, as it changes, as the tide changes, it'll push us back on track. So we're just going to let that happen naturally. These 2 green arrows are AIS targets. Meanwhile, on the dashboard here, we're pretty far off track. We're 1.73 nautical miles off track right now, and our limit on the rolling road is 0.4. So that's why you see the blue line going off to the side. However, the important thing is on the radar. So here we have a target, and there he is, way out there, going away from us. And the radar is tracking that, the little red line. We've acquired this target. There is no closest point of approach because we're never going to cross. But as you can see, the radar is calculating the movement of that ship, but it's not very accurate. However, what is accurate is AIS. So we can see that ship. It's him here, heading into the traffic separation. And that's Saga's Bank is the vessel name, and he's traveling at 226 degrees true at 8.3 knots. The cool thing about AIS is that it gives a very accurate path. The blue line on the front of the arrows shows the path that the ship is taking. And because AIS transmissions transmit the course, the actual course, as shown by the software within the ship, these are extremely accurate, and so we can tell if there's any chance of a conflict, of us colliding with another vessel. And at night, believe me, this is really something. All last night at 3 o'clock in the morning, I was up here in the moon had set. It was very, very dark, but we could see the various ships on radar and on AIS. Now, the one thing about AIS is that it has a limit in terms of range. The radar, we can go out to, well, we've been using it at 12 nautical miles, and that's pretty good. We can acquire targets out that far without any trouble. So we're pretty happy with the way the Navionics system is working with the Axiom chart plotters. We've had some quirky issues with both the radar and the chart plotter. We really think it's software related. The Raymarine Axiom is a new product, and it's the Lighthouse 3 software is brand new, and it's buggy. It still has some weird things going on with it. We were able to get it back up and running by rebooting the chart plotters and the radar. But as you can see, we have our Wi-Fi and passcode there on the at the chart plotters right now, because we've had to reacquire the radar more than a few times, and it's not because of the Wi-Fi, it's because of the software in the Axiom. Anyway, there's our autopilot head down there telling us what our bearings are, and that's where we're at. Very important that we stay out of the way of some of these big ships, and this is a huge area of shipping traffic. As with all traffic separation schemes, you really you're taught in the classes to cross them at a right angle. You don't want to go across these things diagonally. You want to get across them as quickly as possible. As it turns out, that happened naturally for us. Our course just took us directly across the traffic separation scheme at a natural right angle. So check it out. Each of these little cross-shaped things is a wreck, and look at the sheer number of them. It just goes to show the absolute carnage of World War II. These are almost all World War II ships that were sunk, either transports or subs or actual fighting ships. It's really something. Bouchon, France, over there. French mainland, over there. We're heading in around Brest. Come tucked in around behind. Very, very tight on fuel. Our calculated usage of fuel has us running out around 2,100 hours. Our calculated ETA per computer is 20.19 hours. I should say 2019 hours. So within an hour of running out of fuel, which is within about 40 minutes of running out of fuel. However, we have 40 liters extra fuel up in the chain locker, and we're going to have to siphon that out. Iain advises that you should wait until you're within like a 20-liter range before you put 40 liters of fuel in there, so that you know that you've got enough to make it into the marina. And that's the wise thing to do. Think about it. You wouldn't want to use up all your 40 gallons and still be short. At this point, we could cut the engine and sail. It just would take us a lot longer to do it.
We are at Evian Falls. Will they get a hold of us?
Lots of aids to navigation around here. This is a treacherous piece of coastline. Beautiful, but in the wrong weather, and if you're not paying attention to what's going on, and back in the day without electronic charts, it was just a place that nobody wanted to come. weather. It's Wendy Sue.
Working my hardest to make sure that we get into port.
Camerey Sur Mer. Beautiful little town. Yeah. So some extra engine oil. We burned very little on our trip, but they do burn oil. And a search for the tachometer sending unit, which we couldn't really find. So we're going to give up on that. What town?
Camerey Sur Mer.